Today, our Adam Longo introduces us to a local artist using IVF needles to create art, telling a story much bigger than herself.
The name Glitter Enthusiast means happy place. I don't do much with glitter. You're gonna be like, we're not doing anything with glitter today. No.
I will not be like that.
Oh, you will not? Okay, good, good, good.
Therapy through art and art with purpose. We're sitting down in the Rockville home of Jamie Bleacher right now, and Jamie is the creative mind behind Glitter Enthusiast. What is Glitter Enthusiast, Jamie? Where did the whole thing start?
Glitter Enthusiast has been a business now for about 6 years. It started during my own IVF journey. I actually started painting using sterile IVF needles, and where I put either fluid, I put alcohol in the needle, maybe ink in the needle, and control the needle, and that's where I've literally taken back control of the item that's caused me so much physical and emotional pain and made something beautiful out of it, moved forward through it.
For people who don't know, what is the IVF journey entail? Literally and physically, and with the needles.
They would extract eggs from my body, take the sperm, and put them in a petri dish together and create an embryo, then implant it back into the person.
You were getting stuck with needles a lot.
I was getting stuck with the needles a lot. You said how many needles did I use? I really can't tell you because it was so many and I felt like my life was consumed by these needles.
In the hundreds.
In the maybe.
You have funneled that pain and frustration, the literal pain and the emotional pain, into these magnificent works of art.
I really communicate what it's like to go through IVF and normalize the conversation of infertility through my artwork. And we're bringing art into the fertility world and fertility into the art world.
Such a reminder to me of all the struggles we've gone through to get to where we are today, to have our family, and just such a nice remembrance of the babies that we've lost and don't get to have, and that, you know, it's still great that our family will always talk about them.
So I'm interested to know how and when you first connected with Jamie and Glitter Enthusiast.
Well, this infertility community is strong, and let me tell you, when we're having a hard day or facing a trial, there are so many women on Instagram especially that are just ready to be there for you. And that's how Jamie and I connected, was just through these infertility groups. I was just blown away by what she does.
Now I use other people's IVF needles, their unused IVF needles, to create work for their nurseries to be.
Jamie created this beautiful art piece for me, and what's so great about her work, she said, what colors do you want? And so in that area, everything's black, white, and gold. So she did custom colors, and then she put my 4 M babies in there. 2 of them were failed cycles and 2 were miscarriages.
Having a piece of art that tells your story in a very subtle way has been empowering to others.
I've just been very grateful to be able to use my platform to speak out about infertility and really just normalize that conversation and help a lot of couples getting ready to face IVF just feel more comfortable.
My IVF journey is over. I have 2 almost 4-year-old boys, twins. Their names are Ethan and Bennett, and they are absolutely awesome. We call art a trophy of experience. So when the person then has our art in their commission using their needles in their new baby's room, it's an amazing way that they can communicate how badly that their child was wanted and tell them the story of how they came to be.
Wow, so my first question was definitely how she came with the idea of trying to use these needles in order to create art. And then she answered it talking about taking these instruments that have caused me so much pain and turning them to some sort of artistic expression, and then completely landed it at the end, because the idea of having that piece of art in your child's room as a representation of how much they were wanted, it's a beautiful full circle moment.
Yeah, the whole thing totally comes full circle. And you know, Jamie Bleacher there, she has so much energy and so much enthusiasm. And when her and her husband went through this, I mean, 1 in 8 couples in the U.S. have trouble conceiving. I mean, this is someone who, with all of that enthusiasm that she had, now needed an outlet to sort of, you know, grieve through this process of trying to conceive. And she's not somebody who had an art background, right? She graduated from a fashion institute. She has a background in retail. She actually still has a full-time job in retail. So this was something that was just therapeutic for her. and now she uses it for others to be able to go through a therapy with this. Now, she works with a friend on this. I want to show some video here, Reese. She works with her friend here, Ashley Fisher, and they have some other merchandise. I mean, they do art within art, kind of. They do face masks. They have headbands as well, pillows with some of the art on it. So these headbands are fantastic. So these are some of the things that they do. Now, coming back, I want to talk about Samantha Bush here as well. So she is the wife of two-time NASCAR champion Kyle Busch. Being a NASCAR fan, she's someone that I've sort of followed and seen and gone through this from a distance. They have a 7-year-old son named Brexton, and now they have a 2-month-old daughter named Lennox. Samantha Bush wrote a book called Fighting Infertility, and I think the key to this whole discussion here is normalizing the talk about infertility, right? Because the more people who are talking about it, the more people who are experiencing it and able to share those experiences with one another, the more they're able to A, normalize it, and B, just sort of work through it and get through it together and share ideas and, you know, share this journey and how it's going. It's been therapeutic for so many of these women going through this to be able to share those stories and be able to share it through this art with Glitter Enthusiast.
That's awesome. Art has always been a way in order to find ways to talk about things in which we don't normally talk about and normalize things which were typically banned from conversation. So I applaud all their efforts.
Yeah, Jamie has done it so beautifully. Listen, Jamie is one of these people that these are the kind of stories that we are looking to tell. So if you have somebody in mind, somebody who just stands out as somebody you think would make a terrific story, reach out to us here at Open Mic. You can find me on social media or email me alongo@wsa9.com.